Hey man, a white pill.
I'm feeling better, sir. If you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this portkey. Or why.
How far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you think...
The portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be. Mind your step.
Where do you suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center. Excellent! That was a bit rougher than I'd expected. Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
Ah, up there. We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself! Reparo! Almost there!
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Hello?
Here we are.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12. Until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait!
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A door?
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw in the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way. Lumos! This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of
Revelio.
here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Look out!
Protego.
Accio! Descendo! Levioso! Deposo! Expulso! Deposo! Levioso! Confringo! Levioso! Expulso! Confringo! Deposo! Descendo! Confringo! Expulso! Levioso! Confringo! Deposo! Stay close!
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Professor? Professor Fig! Professor, where are you?
This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go?
Lumos. Revelio.
What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Revelio. Lumos.
Oh, that's where they're leading me. That glow again.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
I suppose I'm on my own this time. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight them out.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead. That's what you're seeing. Oh! Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to. Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough! Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Is it ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Interesting. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin. You belong in Slytherin!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last...
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin Common Room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Revelio. Revelio.
suppose some introductions are in order.
Already knew that. Can I help you?
It's in your 5th year.
Ah, you're the new 5th year.
He was a friend of Professor... It was dreadful. It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Might want to think that again. Ugh, not going to move there, are you? They should have listened to me. Ah, interesting. I'm Imelda, by the...
We handled it.
Ha, not the way. Perhaps, speaking of which...
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meet...
You think they're hiding from us? I think I heard one. Ah, based on all the...
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well...
Thank you.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here?
I've been...
Professor Weasley's
Revelio.
waiting for you just by the stairs.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first...
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't be...
Well, you are here. Now, in light of... Especially as you'll be
OWLs.
Yes, you're after Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally...
Thank you, Professor, but...
Perhaps seeing it in... walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Revelio.
This way. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you
Revelio.
cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide? Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes
Yes.
open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Revelio.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Lumos.
You can get
Revelio.
almost anywhere in the castle
Lumos.
quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be and I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
Happily, your professors have agreed. Judging by your...
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly... My suspicion...
I'm sorry, Professor, but...
Professor?
Oh?
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, I'm just perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you...
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, but...
Very well. Enough chit-chat. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details?
Of course.
Good luck today. And invaluable to me, as I'll be you.
Yes, Professor.
And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Lumos. Lumos. Revelio.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would... Did I hear you masterfully evade?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. And she may feel obliged to share details.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as happily you have the benefit of an exceptionally... Speaking of guides, why don't I unfold it and... The map is enchanted to help you find...
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional... I shall reach out when I have more information about our mystic. For now...
Revelio. 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 Lumos. Revelio.
Stupefy! Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the great poacher raid.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember.
Levioso.
Good. Well done.
Levioso. Levioso.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
Protego. Super Protego. Levioso.
You're good.
Now perceptive.
Levioso.
Thank you. Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first team.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Rather good at this, aren't you?
I know. Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot.
Thank you, Professor Hecat.
If what I've seen today is any indication, I demand excellence from my students. They are... A classroom duel is one thing.
Understood.
So, I'd advise you to keep practice. Again, well done today. I shall All
Revelio.
right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that. It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I didn't expect a new student to be... Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first...
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a
Exclusive and unsanctioned.
Excellent. If you want to get the most, whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll...
Good. Pleasure chat. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance... Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock. Till next time.
Revelio.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly. What did I ever do to you?
Revelio.
Tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want them to get back to the lesson.
Accio.
That is not bad. You are a swift learner. Very simply, cast Accio on one of this excellent control there.
Accio.
Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. Very good! Very good! Point! But there's certainly no sport in playing without some... Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of... Come on up! You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go! Yes! Accio.
Excellent control there.
Be sharp. Phew. Nicely done. Watch this. There we go.
Accio.
A perfect score. Remarkable. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go! Yes! Accio.
You are not making this easy for me, are you? Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
That's it.
Be sharp. There we go. I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Not to worry. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game. Took me weeks to become proficient with Aki. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my foot. My mother received an offer to teach divinity. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were half...
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor... Until next time.
Of course.
Revelio.
You can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expect.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't...
What charm is there in the expect? You did well, managing to best as gifted as...
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the...
Miss Onai is always a... Now, Professor Weasley has asked that you're... Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special...
Revelio.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be.
Revelio.
You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't...
Revelio.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim. Did you fancy a mole? As long as for only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory. Not for the meat.
Glad you could make it.
Leviosa.
Just over there.
Revelio.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's... I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right...
How does crossed ones work?
You show up, I match you. It's our way of... And to liven things.
Of course.
I agree. Besides, in crossed one, your first time I'll... So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular!
We'll make you regret signing.
Is that all you've got? Come on.
Leviosa.
Act like a winner.
Leviosa. Accio.
Give him what for. Mind the one.
Some big hits that round.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, again, congratulations on your first cross. Hope to see you back here again.
What about the room, Professor?
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived.
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details.
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get... Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you out... Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect... You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find...
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a class. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed...
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's under...
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle door. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work...
Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
You haven't...
Indeed I do. Fixes things
let's see.
more frequently as
I'll start on the... Got it. A flying page must be around here soon. Brilliant!
I trust the preliminary...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Let us give the old mending. Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Reparo.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Accio. Levioso.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Revelio. Revelio. Hello, Sebastian.
I'm told you're in dire need of supply. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I...
Well, I shall endeavour to be the... Hogsmeade's a charming little place. I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case.
Levioso.
Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Revelio.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that.
Revelio.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Prance and Sugarfoot.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah! You can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years
Revelio.
and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh, any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
Leviosa! Accio!
Revelio.
Revelio.
I've always thought Thestral's pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Revelio.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Leviosa.
Demi-guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it.
Leviosa.
I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Honestly,
Accio.
one can bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like
Revelio.
moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things.
Yes, Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm...
Matilda, I take it? But of course it... Stay the...
That's certainly...
And I, spellcraft side, but I shall let a potting
I believe so, sir.
Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Only a hairy heart.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about... Curious indeed. How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing. Curious indeed. Ah, phoenix feather. Exceptionally, what do you think? Now,
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of... some kind.
a match. Your connection,
I'm eager to try it out.
of course. And the bond between you and your wand should only... Do not be surprised at your...
That sounds wonderful.
I'll let you get to it.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. Though... I set your... Is it not the most...
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be, as it's your first... What can I do for you today? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Revelio.
Well, hello there.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
I'm just trying to...
Revelio. Accio. I officially have.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster?
Bombarda! Draw it away from the buildings! Away from the village!
Confringo!
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We'll wear him down eventually.
Confringo!
What was that?
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done!
Levioso!
Look out!
Confringo! Levioso! Confringo!
That's right, you lumbering louts!
He's faltering!
A few more hits to do the job.
goodness! A second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit... If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't...
Of course, officer.
Singer. Oh.
Reparo. Ah, good as
Hello there. A moment if you would.
I'll go and see what he wants.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about. Reparo. Lucky they didn't do more damage.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce... I should like to thank you.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you just... I own Glad Rags, and as I suspect this won't be your last date...
Thank you, mister.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
I'd say we've earned a butter...
I'd say that I agree.
Perfect. The 3 brooms...
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thank you for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything. But it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Revelio. Revelio.
I'm certainly glad Serona was there. Told you.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all...
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about... Don't want to risk another...
Revelio.
Tego! Revelio. Revelio. Professor, I'm glad to see...
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece.
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow, like the dragon...
Goblin silver! Ranrock used it to control the...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with...
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade, with Rookwood. This is grave news indeed. If...
They're after the locket.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription when I read it. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise. And a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see some.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover... If our experience at Gringotts, let alone what... I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat.
But, sir, how dangerous could the library be?
Perhaps we are only after a book. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Revelio.
Revelio.
A spot of failure's a good thing. Builds character.
I was wondering when I'd see you again. A pleasure doing business with you. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to
Revelio.